Good day, guys. It's Brandon, your GTA home guy. Today I want to just go over how to use and navigate Realtor.ca and a high-level overview just to give you an idea. Okay, let's get started. So you go to Realtor.ca, and that is the home of the MLS. One quick aside, a lot of people search different listings on different websites. One of the biggest things that they do is pick a certain website and stick with it and think, oh, this is awesome, it's a great resource. That may be good. They may have a really good user experience and that sort of thing. The problem that is inherent with that is they may not have all the listings, or they may not refresh as often as they need to. Why is that a negative? Well, if you're in a market that's really hectic pace, you want to make sure that you have the most up-to-date information and the most complete information, because buyers, if I know one of you, I know all of you, you're looking everywhere to try and find something else. Realtor.ca is the one combined full resource. That does apply for purchases. However, it does not apply for rentals yet. I would love to see them kind of just assemble all the other databases and include it here for free, because I think that would be awesome, a great resource, but it's not there yet. Anyway, so Realtor.ca is the solid spot to go to. Enough on that, you know what I'm saying. All right, so first off, we can go down here and we can search an MLS number, which is very handy if you have it, but how do we find that? We'll get to that. If you have a city or neighborhood or something like that that you want to jump into, let's go there. Otherwise, you can click along the top here. Obviously, very crucial. Don't ever click this one that says Meet a Realtor. Just reach out to me, GTAHomeGuy on any social. That was the wink and the gun. Anyway, so Find a Home brings you to something where you can search a little bit more in depth, and we'll get to that in a second. Here, we're just going to say we want to see places on Valhalla in Road, and we're just going to see what it does. Okay, something that simple, not putting anything too limiting in it. And here we go. Ooh, look at that. It brought it up. Look, there's some parking right over here on Eva. That's great to know. Only $37,000. Yikes. Other than this, let's go to this one, because it'll be a standard listing, 5 Valhalla Inn Road, which is right over here. As you saw, it jumped. The pin jumps when you're hovering over it on the right, or on the left rather. And we do have to accept the terms and conditions, or else we don't get to play. So here we go. 428,000, 2805, number 5 Valhalla Inn Road. Excellent. Let's see what we got here. We've got a bedroom, a bathroom. It's a single family residence. Perfect. Sounds good so far. If I wanted to reach out, here would be the direct contact information for the brokerage. However, you can reach me on any social. GTA Home Guy. Anyway, I think you guys get what I'm saying. Please feel free to reach out. Now, it lets us know the descriptions, the neighborhood. Okay, you can explore it, and these sorts of things are good. However, I would always do my own research and not necessarily trust the website specifically. So to give you an idea, Burnhamthorpe, what we're going to do is we're going to just click on groceries. Okay, so we've got this grocery store here, which is Loblaws. We've got Bulk and Bits, which is Bulk Barn wannabe, Super Safe Food. That's so okay, good. There's stuff around the area, makes it a little bit more walkable, that sort of thing. But wait a second, why isn't it saying over here? There is a Metro right here, or sorry, there's a Metro right here in the mall, and there's a Food Basics right here, but those aren't showing up. So as far as that goes, these things can be flawed. Don't trust it with your research. Make sure that you're doing the full look yourself. So stats. Let's see, what do we have here? Ooh, I can't wait, but I'm gonna have to. Okay. Look at this. Median age 33.6. I think I could get along with those people. Ooh, there's a lot of households with kids here. Average house size 2.1. That 0.1 might be a little small dog or something. Who knows? Because 0.1 of a person, not very big. Households without children. Well, look, somebody can do math. That's excellent. As far as this goes, this kind of gives you a rough idea. Now, I believe these stats are taken from Old Stats Canada stats. The problem is The ones that I can pull, which are these but a little bit more in depth, are old. They're never super current, so don't anticipate it being exactly the same. However, it should be an indication of what the trend was and why, or what it should still be. Okay, so that's good. You can check into how many singles are in the area if that's what you're looking for. You can look up how educated the people are. Oh, look at this. Most of us went to high school. That's awesome. And no certification diplomas. Okay, well, geez, let's just stay with the high school. Those are the coolest people, right? I think so. By the way, realtors only need a high school education beyond the real estate training, so that's why I kind of make that joke. I'm not looking down on anybody. I'm kind of knocking myself. As far as that goes, the construction date, that one might actually be good. It tells you about the area and, you know, when things were generally built in the area. It's not talking about the specific building, just so that you know. Scrolling down, this is, well, get out of the stats. We'll just go back to highlights to make this a little bit more clear, because this is the next column that everything is the same in, regardless of which one of these little tabs you want to be on. So going down, bedrooms, there's only one bathroom, and then balcony, amenities, storage locker, security, concierge, blah, 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 blah. Security is not security. They do not secure the property. They are basically paid witnesses. So don't expect them to remove rowdy parties. Don't expect them to, you know, chase people down if they stole your bike. Nothing. It is a witness. They are a paid witness, period. So they have these. Indoor pool, that's awesome, great, we know that now. Monthly maintenance fees, these are monthly maintenance fees, usually include parking and locker in those fees. However, when you get your bill for your maintenance fees, it should itemize separately what the actual unit is, what the parking and what the locker will be. So in that sense, that might be confusing. You'll get 3 different bills and you'll be like, what? I thought it was just... No, it's a combined total here, but this is going to be spoken on your status certificate. So always review that and make sure that the total amount was exactly what you were looking for. They do have visitor parking. However, there is typically, it tends to be about 8 parking passes per month, 8 overnight parking passes in buildings that are well equipped with visitor parking. If it's tighter, sometimes it can be only 2, and they're not even saying overnights, just 2 parking times, 24 hours max. So do definitely look into it if that's something that is a concern for you. Also look for stuff that isn't listed here where it doesn't say that there are several guest suites. Guest suites can be excellent if you're having people visit you. So look into things a little bit broader than just on Realtor.ca. That's when you want to reach out to somebody that you trust, GTAHomeGuy, and then go for it. Go take a look, find out exactly what the property is. One last thing that I want to go on to here is calculators, and these are very good. One of the things that you do want to consider is the cash needed. That one is crucial. Well, I guess we should put something in here. Let's pretend that we're doing this, and down payment, mortgage insurance. Okay, we're going to select an amortization period, being how long the payments are stretched out over. We're going to go 25 years. The mortgage rate, we're going to select that. Come on. Nope. Okay. We are just going to type in something 3.23 because that's awesome. It's a great rate. Okay. As far as the amortization period, as I mentioned, that's how long your payments are stretched out over. The mortgage term, sometimes people don't know what that is and how it stacks up, but the term is just how long your contract is. So we're saying that this, all these details, you can play around with it. Provincial land transfer tax, $5,000. Municipal land transfer tax, it doubles what that provincial one is. Why? Because we're in Toronto. However, if you're a first-time buyer, let's watch those numbers drop. Okay, so land transfer tax equals out to $1,595 instead of the $10,000 because there are rebates. Okay, however, if you're not in Toronto, let's say you're in, come on now, let's say you're in Thornhill, and we don't have that municipal land transfer tax anymore. Okay, so, and if you had the first time buyer credit, ooh, look at that, it's down to $1,000. because they knock off $4,000. Anyway, cash needed. That's the one I want to get to because it's the most important. Okay, so you do need your down payment, the PSD on the mortgage insurance. So CMHC fee if you have less than 20% down, that's a crucial one. Land transfer tax, that varies again as above. Lawyers fees, I would always go a little bit heavier on the lawyers fees. Bank for about $2,500 just in case, because there are going to be disbursements as well that they aren't talking about in the $1,000. Title insurance, yes, you'll need it, so they're saying total cash required. However, there's other things up front. Home inspector fees, appraisal fees, fees for mortgage applications in some instances. Yes, do always check. However, as I mentioned, the biggest thing that they've left out is lawyer fees. Your fees and disbursements are going to be more than $1,000. I don't know where they think they're getting that from, but that is a big oversight on this. Last thing, monthly expenses. Breaks it down for you. Put in things like your property insurance as well. That one's crucial, just to kind of factor something in. Utilities, dependent on area and size of place, really can vary. Your phone, cable, internet, that sort of thing makes a big difference. So figure out exactly what your monthly budget is that you're comfortable with, and then kind of work it back from there. I can teach you how to kind of look at all of the factors at once and isolate what your payment's going to be really quickly, so that we can look at a property and know exactly if it's going to be within your budget or not when we get down to it. Okay, so as far as that goes, guys, I've run really long on what was supposed to be a really short video to kind of give you an idea of what the situation on this site was, but feel free to ask if you have any questions. If you have any needs, feel free to reach out. GTA Home Guy, we'll talk to you soon.